Raymond.
The guys wanna be me, and all the ladies came to see me. That's right. I'm real, I'm raw, I'm August Artois. Hello, everybody. I'd like to blame that technical difficulty on WISO's stupid ass.
That definitely was not me.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 7 of Real and Raw with August Artois, joined by my friend, his name is WISO. Don't anybody give him too much attention because he doesn't fucking deserve it. But we are joined today by the outlaw, the Canadian living in the UK, Tim Strange.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How are you doing today? It's almost midnight over there, so I thank you for those who are tuning in to see Lindsay Snow. Lindsay Snow she had another opportunity to do something in memory of Sabu, her good friend. So she's doing a podcast tonight with her good friend, and she's in the memory of Sabu, the legendary Sabu. So shout out to Lindsay Snow. We got Tim Strange, ladies and gentlemen, the big bad Tim Strange. Tim Strange, how are you today?
I'm always good. Still breathing, still above ground.
WISO, ask him how he's doing.
Hey, Tim, how you doing tonight?
Always good.
Always good.
Hell yeah.
Still breathing and above ground.
So for the people that have no idea who you are, as if I don't talk about you all the fucking time, tell us a little bit about you there, Timmy.
I'm Tim Strange, the outlaw Tim Strange, wrestle in the UK. I have done for many years, 23 years now. So I've done a fair amount. I don't really know how to put myself over. So I'm alright at what I do. I'm average at best. I'm a good replacement, if you need someone. I need a last minute podcast guest. Say, hey Tim, can you do it? What are you doing tonight at midnight? Oh, nothing, just hanging around. Jump on a podcast. Well, here I am. That's me.
Well, it is the UK, and not to get too personal, but you have a job, and your job consists of like working with American people, right?
Yeah.
Your shoot job. So you do have to be up at pretty wonky times in the hour. So that's
11
cool.
o'clock. 11 o'clock I finish. 11 o'clock my time.
So now it's like your milk and cookie time and time to unwind.
Yeah, now it's my chill time. I'm spending with you fine people.
Hey.
Chilling.
You've stepped in the ring with one of the greatest professional wrestlers in all of this world, August Artois. Tell me a little bit about how that experience went for you.
It was brilliant. From start to finish. Technical masterclass. It was trading holds. You can watch it, I think, somewhere. It's on the internet somewhere. You can find
I have it available on my YouTube, August Artois. That's AUGUSTARTOIS.
Over here.
That's me over here, yeah.
It's good if you think of like Macho Man, Steamboat, like Flair, all the classics. That one.
Hulk Hogan, Andre.
Hulk Hogan, Andre, like every dream match you can ever come up with. It's like
I think I body slammed you.
All those.
I think I got you in a body slam at one point or another, or at least just the hand part.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever body slammed me. I think I still have the body slam challenge. Nobody's ever body slammed me every weekend.
You're not putting anybody over like that?
No, not for a while. Maybe one day when you come back.
Maybe one day. So we're going to have comments rolling in. If anybody's out there in Instagram, or wait, where are we at right now? YouTube, Facebook, where else?
Instagram,
Facebook, YouTube. If you're out there, leave a comment for old Tim Strange here or for myself, because, I mean, it is my show. If you have a question for WISO, just go ahead and fucking throw it in the garbage, because we're not doing that. We're not putting them over tonight.
Not tonight.
Tim, we do have this thing. It's a dance break that we have every once in a while. We'll give you an example of it. WISO, if you want to. All right. That's the Hardy Boy dance break. It's always the Hardies. And if you don't have 2 fingers and a thumb, you better get the fuck out of here. So
this podcast is not for you.
No, it's not. We have a comment.
Okay.
WISO, we have a fucking comment.
I was too busy dancing.
Who WISO remembered his at? Well, see, the thing is, Daryl, Tim, meet Daryl. Daryl's a lifelong fan. He's been watching the podcast since he was in kindergarten. Daryl, Tim actually showed up with 2 fucking hats tonight.
He did.
You want to show him the other hat, Tim?
Ooh.
And my co-host couldn't. That's basically 3 hats.
That is.
That's basically 3 hats. But yeah, Daryl was shitting on WISO last night. We were watching Just Wrestling, and
I forgot my hat.
Not important. We're talking about WISO again. Anyways, you have wrestled in America. Want to tell us about that? You wrestled for WWE Proving Ground, and you've also wrestled for companies in the deathmatch area of wrestling.
I have.
You want to talk about American? You want to talk about the difference between America and fucking?
Yeah, I mean,
UK?
I think this is quite like for you. You always say like, "Oh, the fans in the UK are great, and the fans over here are brilliant," and the little. But I find the American fans that they're slightly different, but there's a lot more, I think, respect over there for wrestling than there is in the UK. I think a lot of people respect it here, but I think when you go over there, there's everyone. Like I go to the shows over in America, people bring me gifts, candies, shit like that, and it's nice to feel appreciated. And it might be because I'm a novelty, and the guys over here see me every week, so they're not gonna bring me gifts. But the guys over there very rarely see me, so they bring me gifts. I think that's nice.
There's nobody. I don't think there's anybody on the indie scenes in America that's as big as you. You're a fucking monster. Like people don't really realize how big you fucking are until you hit that curtain, and you're a big guy. We got a comment, WISO. You want to drop that fucking in front of us so we can read it? Hello from Nokomis, Florida. Okay. Anyways, next comment. So my thing is about the UK is like the difference is like when you come to America, like they're basically sitting on their hands and they're waiting for you to entertain them. And if you entertain them, then they'll make some noise. But if you go to the UK, like they're just fucking making noise before the show even starts. Yeah. So I was right a little bit. Right?
I think the Americans make noise as well.
Yeah, but they don't. You know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, I know.
But have you ever?
But I think it's the programming over here because if you go to sports over in America, they have some chance, but they don't have it like the football chance here, and that like mob mentality in the UK and through Europe. Like the people have the chance, they have all the stuff, they have everything, so they're ready. Even when they're kids and they go to like what they call pantomimes here, it's all crowd work. So it's all like the bad guy's behind you. Oh no, he's not, and all the kids go, oh yes, he is. Do you know what I mean? And shit like that. So from a young age in the UK, people are programmed to interact with shows. So when they get older and they go to wrestling shows, people want to go and make noise. That's why if you do the crowd work and you work with the audience in the UK and in America, people want to be interactive with because they pay for a ticket to be part of the show. They don't pay for tickets just to sit there and be like, I'm just going to watch these guys trade wrist locks and not acknowledge my existence.
Yeah, because you can stay at home and turn on the WWE Network if you just want to watch wrestling. But if you're paying money to go and see it live, like you want to see it, you want to be interacting with these people. But one thing about the UK I noticed too is like there's a lot more children in the UK at the shows than there are in the States. I think in the States it's more of an adult entertainment thing. Like there's I'd say 80-20 compared to kids, but like over there, at least every adult has a kid or two with them, which I think is cool.
No, that's it. I mean, the kids buy merch as well, so it's always good for the merch sales because.
Let's talk about the fucking death match. The death match isn't something you've been doing now. So you've been doing it for wrestling for 25 years now, right?
23 years. I've started deathmatch 2 years. Well, I'm in my second year of deathmatch now.
You're on your Michael Jordan of professional wrestling year, and so you haven't been. That's what I'm saying. Is like you haven't been doing deathmatch your entire career.
No.
What made you get into it, and what's your? I obviously know, but for the fans, what's your feelings about it? How do you get into it, and what's your feelings about it?
So for me, when I first started wrestling in the early 2000s, we used to do tape trading, watching the death matches and stuff like that. But the UK didn't really have a scene, so you were trained to do the camp shows here, which is like the family entertainment and stuff like that, and do some over 18s plus where you might do the odd hardcore match, but it was never anything too drastic here. They didn't really have a death match scene here, and then the likes of Big F and Joe, like Iceman, Michael Caine and people like this and Danny Darko sort of established a small scene here back in probably late 2000s, probably a bit earlier than that. But there was only such a small scene. There was only so many spots for these deathmatch shows, and they only had guys to do it. So it's very hard for promoters to sort of take a punt on you and go, "I'll give him a shot." And I didn't do it because I was always busy anyway. Because I'm quite busy schedule wrestle wise. So I didn't want to approach him and say, "Hey, can I have a spot on your show?" and take it from someone else when I've already had another show anyway. So it was one of those. But then one sort of 23 years in now, I always say it's my last year. I've got a couple of years left, but I've been saying that the last 5 years. So I'll just keep going until people stop booking me and I get cancelled. So it's looking at it, I just thought, I'm coming up now. I just want to try it because I've always been a fan of it. I've always enjoyed watching it. And I thought I'm going to give it a bash just to see. And then Andrew Crammon from Bleeding Gums met me at one of the Rise shows, and I was wrestling for Rise.
Fuck that guy! If anyone's listening,
I'm in the middle of a story. I'm in the middle of a story. Don't interrupt.
Keep going, but fuck that guy.
WISO, don't fuck him. He's a great guy. So
anyway, that guy.
Anyway, segue into my story because I am the guest. So, as we say, he asked me, a promoter asked me, "Would you like to come on and do a part of the tournament?" And I said, "Sure, why not? Give it a go." And I thought it was just going to be a one and done, but then obviously I really enjoyed it, so I just stuck to it, and then started getting promoted and started getting booked, and then Americans asked me to go over and I've wrestled people like Necro Butcher and Ricky Shane Page, and these guys established staples of the deathmatch scene, and getting to wrestle them and learn from them and meet new people. It's always a good environment to wrestle in. It's always friendly people involved in the
scene. A lot
of
good drugs, huh?
I don't do drugs.
I know you don't, but I'm saying there are good drugs there.
I wouldn't know if they're good drugs. I wouldn't know. I don't do drugs.
Fucking shit, Tim. This is real and raw. This isn't fake and flaw. Come on.
I'm always fake and flaw.
All right, yeah. So before we get into our first segment, you got a question for Tim?
Anything you won't do deathmatch wise?
No.
Oh, good question.
Let's get lit on fire and everything.
Yeah.
Why don't you go to some of his fucking clips on Instagram? You can see this motherfucker get branded. You can see him get tattooed. You can see him get fucking staple gunned. You can see him get treated as if he's a beam on a fucking house.
You do the needles through the mouth?
Yeah, I've done needles. I've done stuff like needles in the legs as well. I mean, there's not a lot I won't do. For me, it's the visualization of it all because it's like the squeeze needs to be worth the juice. So if you're going to do something silly, you got to make sure that it's either going to be a good visual that people are going to see, that you know what I mean, that it's going to mean something to the deathmatch fans.
Yeah.
Or that, because it's pointless saying I'll do this, but nobody can see what you're doing, but you're going to stab yourself 5 times with a prison chain. Say, well, that's going to fucking look shit because you're going to be close in stabbing them. Nobody's going to see anything. You're probably going to kill yourself. So why would you do it? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. But it's like, if you can get a good reaction from something like we've done when I wrestled Lunix in Las Vegas last month, we had like the firecrackers. Yeah, we had firecrackers on like MMA gloves. So when he hit me with the thing, they exploded on my head and stuff. And like that's just, but it looks good, you know. It's a good visual, so it outweighs the small amount.
The branding was cool too. When you got branded, they took the company's logo and made a brand out of it, and then he got branded by the company's logo.
Yeah. So
jeez.
I pretty much do it. There's nothing I haven't done yet where I've gone, I'll never do that again. Do you know what I mean?
Do you have HIV?
No, I get tested regularly.
Cool. Well, I just wanted to make sure. You never know fucking who was in the ring before you, fucking weeks before you, or months before you. I don't know when you died.
I tend to, after I have like a few death matches, I'll tend to get tested every few months for Hep C, for hepatitis, for HIV, things like that. Just to be safe.
HIV, yeah. Before we get started on our last segment, what's your favorite flavor of milkshake?
Vanilla.
Yeah, Tim likes to have milkshakes after on the way back from
after the show.
Milkshakes anytime. Milkshakes anytime.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get started on our first segment. Tim Strange, if you don't know what this segment's all about, the segment is about what grinds your gears and what really pisses you off about pro wrestling. But we can't get started until we hear that sound.
What in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Yeah. Throw them up, baby. Wu-Tang in the house. Bring the motherfucking ruckus. Wait. We got a question. The only Daryl can interrupt the fucking segment coming in. Deathmatch triad would be great to try. Tournament death. Shut the fuck up, Daryl. Anyways, work on to the segment. What grinds your gears? Tim Strange, this is a segment. Let me get my little handy dandy motherfucking notebook out. I'll get started. And you feel free because you are a guest that just jumped in at the last minute. So I'm going to start off with people mentioning notable companies. In my eyes, any company that takes money out of their fucking wallet, pays you to show up and wrestle, is a notable company. So I hate when I see match graph or those graphics of people that are like, book me, I'm 6 foot, 150 pounds, I've got professional gear, I'm willing to travel, and here are the notable opponents and the notable companies I've worked for. Not all of them, just the important ones. To me, I think that's such bullshit. You're basically telling like any other opponent you had, like, hey, keep working harder, but you're not notable to me. You're not worth a shit to me. And any company that booked you, that gave a shit to you to build you to where you are now, you're basically telling them you're not notable, and I don't give a shit. I wouldn't write about you in my fucking book. How do you feel about that, Timmy?
Well, I think it's the piss take really for a lot of people, because if someone's paying you, then they're giving you that platform to use, and a lot of the times, even with promotions that may not be the notable companies, you're going to meet a lot of people there, network with a lot of different people that might get you into bigger opportunities and stuff like that. So you're always grateful for these people. Nobody comes and knocks on you straight out the gate and says, hey, I got a contract here for you to sign to come to WWE. You need to build yourself up and work through the companies and work through the ranks. None are bigger than the others. It's just maybe some might have a better platform on social media. But even still, it's if you're getting paid, fucking put the guys over because they're looking out for you. So look after them. That's about really what I would say about that. Do I have to say now what pisses me off about stuff? Because how long was
No, I was gonna go, but I was waiting for fucking WISO to realize his goddamn comment that he needs to fucking click.
He was mid thought. I didn't want to interrupt his thought.
It doesn't matter. It's not gonna make him stop talking. He's gonna keep talking. You piece of shit. Acknowledge me.
And then they got one on Instagram, Matt Strings and Things. It said, staple your nipple to a cinder block and throw it.
I'll do it.
I'll
do it.
Okay. At first, I thought it was just funny, but if you're like getting your ass kicked and your opponent comes over and like grabs your nipple and staples it to the fucking brick and you're holding the brick and you headbutt the motherfucker and he goes away and you're holding the brick and you're like, yeah, and you go to throw the brick, you don't realize it's attached. That'd be hilarious.
I would like
it's
to
big
see
enough
what kind of staple. What staple he's going to use to staple your nipple to a cinder block? Because I don't.
A concrete staple. A concrete staple.
I'll do it.
We got the. Let's go with bro. Something that grinds my gear, Timmy. Hey, bro. So Tim Strange he's been working his ass off for 23 years. He finally gets this great opportunity in America, and they give him his fucking own flyer. He's on this awesome fucking flyer with an American flag in the background. He's covered in blood. He looks really cool. What's the first thing you should message him, huh? Congratulations. No. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Can you get me on the show? How do you feel about that, Tim? I don't even need to go any further with that. How do you fucking feel about that?
I think it's the same with everyone, though. I think it's the same. Like, loads of people think that's just because you get some people, and some people are your boys, and I'll always look after my guys. Like, people who I consider my boys, I'll always have them back, and I'll always help them. If I can get them in the show, I'll get them in the show. If I need to pick them up and drive hours, I'll do that. Whatever makes it easier for these guys to get the opportunities that they want, because people have done that for me in the past. But these fucking guys who just like never speak to you ever. And then like I've had people in the past who's like got signed for a notable TV company, then they unfriend you. Don't need you no more. Unfriend you on Facebook, and like I don't care about that shit. But when they come back, then as soon as they get dropped, they come at you. Hey man, I see you're really busy. Any chance like if we could jump in the car together if you need any show? I'm just thinking, of course I'll help him. But it's like, I think you're a piece of shit. But I'll never say, go fuck yourself. I'll always try to help people. But it's like, you're looking at these guys and going, like, wait a minute, fuck this guy. Like, what the hell? But then if I'm like that, if I change who I am because of their actions, then they win. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll help you. But I think you're a cunt. But I'll still help you. But there's a lot of people as well that'll come out of the blue. Like the same thing is what annoys me is a lot of guys will come to you and go, "Hey Tim, I see you're getting loads of bookings. I see you're getting a lot of work. Like any advice you can give me for bookings, any advice you do." I say, like, go out to shows, help out, introduce yourself. Like to the young guys who are just starting out the business. Say, well, like, because years ago I used to get in the van, drive up, set the ring up, do security on the show, take the ring down, get the back of the van, and drive another 3 hours back and unload the ring. And I didn't ask for anything for it. That was just the way things were at the time. And I never like, and now you get guys who are like, I want to go to these shows, and it's only me in my car. So if you're serious about going out and introducing yourself to these promoters, just jump in the car with me and come to the show and say, listen, I'm here, bring your gear. There might be a spot and it might open up, whatever. You never know what can happen on show day. Yeah, that sounds great, man. I'll do that. And then 3 months pass, they never do anything. And then you see them and they go, hey, Tim, what advice could you give me on do it? Say, fuck, what's the point telling you? You don't fucking listen. Like, what's the point? Like, it's a waste of fucking time telling you.
See, like, they're not looking for advice. They're looking for help. They want it to seem like it's fucking it's help or it's advice, but it's actually help. We got a comment from Maddie Strange. Is a powerhouse. She loves you. It's been you came here. She saw you one time perform and she dreams about you every night.
Damn.
Oh, she's great. She's great as well.
We got to get you. I need some things signed by Tim Strange when I come back. Her son is a big fan of you, so we want to get some. We need some. We need a little Tim Strange action figure for him.
I've got some.
His name's the Digital Destroyer.
Ooh.
I've got some Hasbros and stuff coming that are just being made now, so you can have one of those.
Get some autographs. Get a poster of Tim Strange up on an American wall here.
Whatever you want, you can have. You know this, so.
It's not for me. I'm not jerking off to you little fuck. For a little kid.
Of course it's not. Of course it isn't.
All right, I need 2 of each. I need one with mouth cut out. C-Dub from Woods, in a death match, do you ever see red and it gets real? Like, how do you get in the mindset of today sounds like a good day, but to maybe get some glass shards in my crack and such?
Well, I don't see red because it's like the same with any wrestling match. I think you're going in there with the purpose of making it look as good as possible without actually fucking hurting somebody seriously. And like, don't get me wrong, and this is why I think death matches in the UK are miles ahead of a lot of places, because they're all wrestlers that do death matches. So they already know how to wrestle, they already know how to tell a story, they always know how to build the weapons, they all do this sort of stuff. Whereas a lot of the guys in America, not everybody, there's a lot of talent in America's deathmatch scene, but there's a lot of guys out there as well who are just backyard wrestlers. Do you know what I mean? They've never been trained, never do that, and they go out and blah, 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 and they don't know how to build up weapon shots or build up and tell a story in that arena. But I think when you're going out there, sometimes people hit you and they're going to hit you. And that's why you want to be in there with people who are as safe as possible, because you are swinging shards of glass at each other. You are going through panes of glass. So it's why you need to be in there with someone who can trust to do it properly. And obviously, you know, if you play with feathers, you get your ass tickled. You go in there fully knowing that if you get hurt, if you get hit with a piece of glass or a weapon and you get cut, and it's never intentional. This guy doesn't mean to hurt you. Do you know what I mean? It's just something that can happen. So, but the my frame of mind, I think it's just.
Have you ever gotten cut too much?
I don't know. Like most of the stuff where I get cut is when I tell the guy to do something to me and I end up getting hurt. But
I'm saying like that, but has something planned ever went like? Have you ever gotten cut too deep and it started like? Oh fuck!
I had Cody Manhorn do a double foot stomp off the top rope with a gusset plate on his boot, and when he did it, the gusset came into my chest, and just because his foot obviously slid off my chest, it just dug in and sliced me. So that was probably the worst proper like see the meat cut.
Oh,
But again, it is what it is. Like you've been cut before. I've had like cuts on my knee where I've done even a drop toe hold, but I went into the shards of glass and just cut my knee up. So it's, but again,
I
it's one of
remember.
them
I
things.
remember. Me, you, and Lou Nixon were driving. I think it was to Scotland, and he was driving in the front seat, and he was picking at his knee for like the first 30 minutes of the trip, and then like right before we got to a rest area, he fucking pulls a shard of glass out of his knee, and he's like, "Oh, I've been trying to get that out for a week." Got another comment. We still want to read this one to us.
the Chick-fil-A girl just heard you say play with feathers and get your ass tickled. She turned red.
That's okay. I like Chick-fil-A. I just wish they were open on Sundays.
I don't get it.
Dinner.
I don't get it.
You must be listening to it out loud, and she heard him.
Yeah, you might be able to go to the restaurant or something. That's Chick-fil-A.
It might be in the drive-thru.
What's a Chick-fil-A girl? What the fuck am I missing?
He's probably at Chick-fil-A in the drive-thru. He's got the thing playing in the speakers, and she overheard it.
I thought you meant the Chick-fil-A girl, the one from the videos that was like, "You want some more Chick-fil-A sauce? Chick-fil-A sauce? Want some more Chick-fil-A sauce?" I thought it was that one. Jesus Christ! You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and fucking. All right, let's start our next segment. Wait,
I'm not done with things that piss me off though.
He's not done.
Yeah, no, I wanted to ask WISO. Well, shut up. I'm in a weird state right now. You know, I'm very happy to even be seeing you right now because we don't get to see each other much. The last time I was in the UK, I got to see you for what, 4 hours, and fucking 3 of those hours we were doing something else. Fuck,
Perfect.
man. Sorry. What else grinds your fucking gears, Tim?
I went to McDonald's with you.
Yeah, I did it. Oh yeah. What did I get? A coffee.
Probably, but I don't know about what you got. What did I get?
You got a milkshake, probably.
Milkshake, and I think I got some pies because it had the raspberry and white chocolate pies.
We're such good friends that even when I come to the UK and we don't get to see each other, we made sure we had a little rendezvous, which is Wayne Dennison from Unforgettable Vision, Lou Nixon, who you guys know from a previous episode, and Tim Strange here. We all met at McDonald's just so we could see each other for a couple minutes.
And it was worth it.
Hey, bro. So what pisses you off, bro?
People who send very long-winded bullshit to promoters to get booked rather than just watch what they're doing and actually give them some honest. So obviously people will always send these long, hey, I would like to be booked by your promotion, with a long list of these are the seminars I've done, this is the shit I've done, this is who I've trained with, this is where I've wrestled, this is all of this, as if the promoter's going to sit there and read through 50 of those a day and go, this is the guy I was waiting for. Do you know what I mean? Nobody actually watches the actual product and goes, oh, my character is a masked luchador. You do a lot of family shows. You don't have a masked luchador on your show. Obviously, by putting me on a show, you can sell masks at merch. You can do this, and actually use it for a business sense to get yourself booked. This is the people. If they go, then, or who you trained by, but interact with the promoters, the people. So interact with them when you talk to them, message them if they sell out a show. Say fucking smashing it, mate. Well done on the sellout. You know what I mean? Even if you're not booked by them, just be nice and they'll be pro. And then if someone comes up, they go, I need a big cowboy. Who are you going to speak to? They're going to speak to Tim. Because I speak to them regularly about the shows. Oh, this guy's great. This guy is good. He's doing really well. I see you're pushing him. He's a great guy. Well done. Like fucking not just, I'm going to send you the same copy and paste message to 100 different promoters and sit back and wait for my diary to fill up. Doesn't work like that.
Well,
dropping words of wisdom.
If I could just throw my 2 cents in there, I would just say, fuck you, motherfucker. That's how I get booked on every goddamn show. Fucking suck my dick from the back with your fucking nose and take the cowboy hat off so it doesn't get fucking back to my back. Put it on my fucking ass, you stupid bitch.
You copy and paste
like that to people. You don't.
I send my resume. It's called a resume. It's called a fucking resume, Tim. It's called a fucking resume. You send it to fucking jobs you want to get booked to. You show them your skills, what music videos you were in, how many countries you wrestled in, how many other promotions, notable companies that booked me.
Bullshit.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Bullshit.
To anybody listening, Tim Strange has been doing this for 23 long fucking years. You can take his old school advice, or you can send the copy paste shit and get it over with. Here, how about this?
You
If
said
you're
talking
to a promoter directly, like Ron Stevens, then yeah, you're right. Talk to Ron Stevens and say, hey, I'm August Artois. I'm a bad boy. You ain't got no bad boys on your show. But if you're sending a message to a company's page, just send your fucking resume and they'll do with it what they want to do with it. But dude, let me tell you this much. I've had fucking many promoters say like, dude, your fucking resume, man, it's fucking fat. I've never seen a resume like that. Oh my God.
Delete.
Fuck you, Tim.
Delete.
Fuck, you just made me look stupid in front of all my kids in my seminar.
That's what happened. You send that out. But not everyone is you though. You've got a platform on your social media. You've got everything, like, you know what I mean? You've got a look, you've got a character, you've got a talent. So people will pick that up.
Oh God.
I'm talking about Dickie McGee, who sits there in his fucking tracksuit bottoms going, hey man, put me on your show. I've done one online seminar, I've watched a video on psychology. Book me. I'll be the best.
Tim Strange gave me some advice in the locker room.
Exactly. Tim Strange gave me advice I didn't listen to, but I still got it. And then you're like, fucking, nah, I send out these copy and paste. But not everyone has the platform you have. And not everyone has your charisma and your fucking tools that you have from the back. You're not the same as every other fucker, which you know. So giving them advice what you do when you go to another country. If you go to another country, fair enough. But if you're sitting an hour away from a show and you don't go out and introduce yourself properly to a promoter, the fuck are you talking about? Fuck off.
That's true. We had two comments. One comment saying, do the ice cream machines work over in the UK at McDonald's? Because over in America, every McDonald's you go to, the fucking machines are always
depends on what time of day you go. Whereas if you're me and I like ice cream all the time, it's always broke. In the mornings or late at night when you're on the road, it'll always be bust. But if you go like at prime times, like dinner time and like supper time, the machine's on. But then it's off.
What was the other comment there, WISO? Suck my back with your nose in my butthole. Yeah, WISO, what grinds your fucking gears, Playboy?
Are you gonna roast me again like you make fun of me every week for mine? WWE versus AEW, these fans constantly fighting each other over stupid ass shit. It's like WWE does something and they shit on it, and AEW does something and the WWE fans shit on it, and back and forth, round and round and go. Can't everyone be fucking happy there's more than one promotion out there to watch? Because I remember after ECW and WCW both closed, and you're stuck with all that garbage WWE for years, the same tired ass bullshit. Enjoy the fucking variety out there.
Shit though, AEW shit though. That's the thing. I'm not a fan of AEW. I don't shit on it openly in public, but I'm not a fan of it.
Only on car rides to Scotland.
Only on car rides to Scotland. No, but for me, it's like, as a fan, I don't enjoy that style of wrestling, so I'm not going to sit and watch a 3-hour show of shit I don't enjoy just because they say it's wrestling. You know, for me, it's like, I don't even watch most of the WWE stuff now. I'll watch it if someone says, oh, there's a good match between, like, I think the last match I properly watched was the Chad Gable versus Walter match, or Gunther match. And then, oh, that's a really good match on Raw, you should watch it. So I say, I'll watch it then. That was fucking over a year ago now. But I don't sit and watch. Most of the wrestling I watch is the old school wrestling. I don't watch the modern day wrestling anyway. What's this guy? I have to update my copy and paste because the Raw one is my first seminar. And I know I'm about to book them out the wazoo. Get it done. Copy and paste. Send it
Copy and paste.
You're going global, baby. Copy and paste.
Yep.
Done.
I think it's time. Yeah, I think it's time for All right, start that fucker over. It's one of my favorite parts of this. It's one of my favorite parts of this.
Time. I'm trying to talk to WISO about his grinds gears.
I didn't hear you.
See what he means. I can see what he means about people online though that just shit on everything, regardless of what the promotion does.
On everything,
and that's just like, it don't matter what they do, they're just gonna shit on it. But that's always been the case. You give people a platform. You give Dickie McGee a platform, he's gonna think that he's now someone important, and he's just gonna start fucking putting shit out there that, as if his opinion's valid, but it's not. Just because you can type doesn't mean your opinion's valid.
Facts.
Yeah, I see it all the time because I post in wrestling group pages, and then like also fans post in the group pages, and you'll see like a post that says just something simple like AEW had a good show tonight. And then the comments are like, "Oh, you fucking wish you TK dick sucker," and stuff like that. Like, Jesus, what the fuck did they do? Like, oh, you should kill yourself. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, when I turned down like they're all fucking like the cults. And when I turned down AEW, I've never had so many fucking people message me about killing myself. My mom should have killed me, and I made the worst mistake of my life. Florida needs to get strange again. Soon.
It does. Maybe I will come out with Florida soon.
Well, he already knows he did Proving Ground to prove himself. So the next show he comes back, he's going to be rocking on a full Impact Pro or a Super.
I just wanted to prove myself. I've done that now. So I can go back.
22 years in the
Universal's open. Epic Universal's open.
Yeah, but fucking WISO lives in Orlando, where that is actually. Is it open for everybody yet? The new section
of Epic? I think so. Maybe.
Well, as you can see, WISO is fucking useless.
Well, I know it's been open to like VIP people, like people that work there and friends and family. I don't know if they fully open yet.
I'll get him. Don't worry about that.
All right, what grinds my gear?
I'll send him a copy and paste.
There you go.
I love Epic Studios. I don't fit on any of the rides. Can I come in, please? What's he doing?
What do you think about that, Tim?
What's up?
Thigh slapping, you son of a bitch! I've never seen you
I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know what you were doing
off.
there. Oh, that's I thought. Did he fall over? Is he having a stroke? Did he fall over? I don't know.
What do you think about thigh slaps?
Anyway, it's bullshit. It's like what? But the thing is, it's like it doesn't even add any sort of realism to it, because if you kick someone, it doesn't make that noise. So it's like, why you slap me in the thigh? Because if I kicked you in the head, it's not going to make a thigh slap noise. It just won't. So don't do it. Plus, then if you wear trunks like I do, you slap your thigh, you're left with a big hand mark on your thigh, and then it just looks silly. So
yeah, I'd rather put my hand marks on your chest. To answer your question, Tim, it opens tomorrow.
Thanks, Kyle Jeffries. You're my favorite.
So now you know when to come.
Tomorrow.
You can come tomorrow.
I'm on my way.
See you then. Monday night Proving Ground. Not on Friday anymore. It's now on Mondays. WISO, do you have anything a little more clever this time and not so Marky McMark that grinds your fucking gears?
I'm going to take a pass this week. That's it.
Good. Tim.
Yes.
Give me another one.
People that keep doing the lariat in the match before me, when you know it's my finish, you know I'm gonna most likely win with it. And even when I tell you, I think I'm gonna win, they just keep kayfabe that. I think I may win with a lariat tonight. So why don't you not do it 3 times in your match, and they still go ahead and do it anyway? Not that it matters, because they just look shit, but it's like, have some fucking etiquette about you dickhead. Like, do a seminar. You know what I mean? I thought you, in your copy and paste, you said you had proper etiquette, but you don't.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's like it's just little things like that. People doing stupid shit as well that they can't do, but they try it. It's like, I'm gonna do this again. Yeah, but you won't do that. That won't work. Oh, it will. And then they go on and they fucking make a dick of themselves. You go, I told you it wouldn't work. But you can't do that because then you're the dick. So you just have to sit back and go.
Just start going out first.
I try to every show, so I can leave and go home. Okay, well, I just want to go on first, go to the merch, and go home at halftime.
Tim Strange is not a supporter of staying for entire shows.
No.
23 years in the business. I mean, why? Why would you?
Depends on the show. It depends on the show. Like sometimes if it's like, if there's some matches on and people say, "Oh, do you mind stopping and watching me match?" and it's like an hour drive for me home, I'll be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll stop and watch, and then I'll drive home." But if you're talking like a 5-hour drive, like I'm not going to stay there and fucking
Fuck that.
a whole show like for 5 hours and then leave. If I'm on first or second, I'm just going to get changed and go home. Like it's a 5-hour drive most of the time by myself, so I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'll stay and watch the show. So I can just get home 3 hours later. I just sit at the bar, and watch the show. It doesn't make any sense to me, but That's
What
about,
the fuck is this?
well,
What does this one say?
well, the fake Cody Rhodes Twitter profile in my DMs grinds my gears. Is a gold VIP card real? I've been trolling that motherfucker back for intel.
I mean, the comment itself is completely pointless, but the way Tim reads it has made it funny. Especially when you said motherfucker.
He's got fake Cody Rhodes up in his DMs.
That's creepy.
August
Like watching
pack everything up and after. Well,
sounds about right.
I wouldn't do that, Daryl, because I wouldn't be there when you're packing up. I do sometimes if I go to a new promotion and like I don't really know the guy that well, I'll help set up and take down. You know what I mean? But if it's like it depends.
Where in the
on
fuck
the show.
did this come from? Where'd that come from, Daryl? What were you attacking me for, Daryl?
Facebook.
Well, I know where the fucking comment's coming from. I'm asking where'd that come from, Daryl? We weren't even talking about me doing anything. Or anything. Oh, etiquette? Maybe the etiquette thing. Fuck you, Daryl. Get off my stage.
But
you can't talk shit to him. He's a cameraman in Oklahoma, so you might miss a couple of your spots in your matches coming up.
On purpose.
Daryl.
Oops.
Do it. We were talking.
Depends on the promotion.
We were talking yesterday before we started recording, and you were like, oh, that grinds my gears. You're like, let me grab a pen real quick. And you went and wrote something down.
Did I write it? Let me see. Hold on.
Fucking else.
Maybe I did write it down.
Good friends remember.
If it's like a camp show, there's only like a team of 5 of you. I'll help set up and take down, obviously, because there's not that many of you there, and everyone needs to chip in. But if it's like 50 trainees there, what the fuck am I gonna do? Just stand around and be like, "Oh, can you pass me this? I look like I'm doing something."
I remember you got yelled at the one time for not helping.
I didn't get yelled at. Someone called me and said, "People said you're not helping out," and I said, "There's 30 of them on the ring. Why would you need me also on the ring?" And then I also said that I don't know why you're coming to me with this shit. And I said I'm still not going to help now out of spite. So just because they said that, I'm not.
I like to go to promotion where whenever call time is, you get there and the ring's already set up. It's really cool. But if I am like, I forget where we were. I think it was Valor. No. Yeah, no, it was W3L. And I came in and I grab one of the ring posts, I bring it out to the middle, and I wait for someone to go, "Hey, man, you're a visitor. You don't need to help." And I go, "Fucking cool. Take this then." I'll be in my locker room. I'll be in my locker room with Tim Strange.
He's already
eating
in there,
butter,
sitting down.
drinking milkshake.
Tim's already there, drinking milkshakes.
WISO, what's your grind gear? What's your gear grinder?
You're gonna roast me again. Internet wrestling fans that feel the need to talk shit about somebody's business decisions. Perfect example was me, Chim, got fired, went to TNA, got plenty of screen time there, came back to WWE, and the people just shitting on her because she was supposedly sitting in catering. These motherfuckers that haven't done anything but work a job at the Kangaroo their entire life feels the need to talk shit about somebody else's fucking professional decisions.
That wasn't what you wrote down.
It is. I just saw it.
That wasn't what you wrote down. It was something else. Well, we'll go with that. But let's, for instance, fucking the guy you look like, fucking Santana, guy from TNA. He left AEW to go to TNA, and now he's fucking hot right now. He's fucking. They use him all the time. He's always on. He's on. He has pay-per-view matches and everything. So
yeah.
I think people are full of shit though a lot of the times because given the opportunity, I would be a catering every fucking day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Especially for that money, for sure.
They got milkshakes on there. I don't know if they do or not. But like, I think a lot of the times as well is like people will look at so many people because they have access to information now. I think they use that to validate their fucking bullshit opinions. Like they'll go on and go, "Oh, can you believe they only sold 78% of the tickets for this venue?" You're thinking, "Shut the fuck up, mate, you retards." They're making loads of money off there. Like, they're making loads of money off there. And it's just thinking they don't need to be fucking putting up your shit online going, "Oh, I've looked at the ticket sales and look at all these empty seats." It's thinking, and then they tarp a lot of this stuff and they say they've been doing that for years.
Yeah,
that's not a new thing. Like they do that all the time. Like it's not a thing that they go, "Oh no, I cannot do this." It's bullshit. But people always think, this is what I mean. Because they think they could type, they think their opinion's valid because they've got followers or that they all follow each other and all agree with each other, and therefore people think that their opinion's valid and they get validation from that, but their opinion doesn't matter.
It's the same thing too with like wrestlers getting released, and like people are like, you know, I feel bad for these people and justice for these people and they don't deserve this. But let alone Brenda and her fucking just got released from the post office and she's got 3 fucking kids and no dad. She's taking care of them on her own, but nobody gives a shit about her losing her fucking job. But that's what gets me like, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody loses their job, they lose their fucking job. You know, and if you're sour about it, like be sour about it. But to like protest about the fact of it, that's one thing that bothers me about fans.
We get it all the times as well. It's like when everyone was kicking off about AI. I think when AI now does pictures and does music and does this now and does that now. And you go, I get that, but you didn't give a shit when people were replacing cashiers with like self-checkout. And you didn't give a shit about when stuff was self-driven and all the stuff was brought in to lose jobs and all these machines were brought into factories to put loads of factory workers, low educated people out of jobs. You didn't really care then, but now that they attack your art, you're like, oh dear, please no. But again, I say what I say, if your art and your graphics can be competed with by AI, then it's not that artistic or creative, is it? Like if your music is getting challenged by me going, give me a song about me being funny and cool, that beats a singer. Like I can't get any better than a singer songwriter and go to someone to produce me music and say, hey, I want to like a song about me being cool and funny. Like if you're competing with that, then it's like a lot of people go, yeah, but you know businesses will go and use AI because it'll reduce costs for them. I say, well, yeah, that's what businesses do. But businesses aren't coming to you and say, I need you to design this graphic for me of a cat drinking milk because we're releasing a new cat milk. And you going, brilliant, I want to put my own artistic spin on it. No, you're fucking not. You're going to do what I told you to do because that's what I'm paying you to do. Like, if I can get AI to do that in 2 seconds, it's like, I don't need your creative input. I'm not paying you to be creative. I'm paying you to draw a picture of a cat drinking milk.
Dude, I've never. That makes so much sense.
But that's what I mean. It's like people always, and don't get me wrong. Like I like music, I like art as much as the next guy. I like people being creative, but don't get your panties in a twist because AI is now going to take some jobs away from the guys that are not even using their creativity. They're just sitting in an office going, "Oh, AI, can you do this for me? Yeah, done. It's done in 5 minutes. Oh, Bill, can you draw me a picture of a cat drinking milk? Yeah, it's going to be about. I'll have it for you by Friday. I can do it in 2 minutes. It won't be as good. It's like, well, I don't need it to be good. I just need to be a cat drinking milk, mate. You know what I mean? I don't need a good picture. That's it. There you go. Bang, it's done. I don't need you anymore. See you later. Here, I have a job, and I've just been replaced by an app. Like, oh, sorry, that happens. But the same thing with taxis. The taxis now are Uber. They don't need people in an office anymore answering the phone, booking taxis. They've got Uber now. If you want Just Eat is just on your phone. You don't need to ring the restaurants and make an order anymore. It's just call up on Uber and get food off Uber. Then it's the same thing everywhere. It's just like shit happens. Move on.
You should write a book.
Upskill or get fucked. That's my book.
That was deep.
Thank you.
That was pretty deep.
This is my deep hour. This time of night. That's where I sit alone.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's fucking late. It's late as shit over there. Well, since it's so late, you might want to shake that blood around. Yeah, feeling all right. Now it's time for our next segment. If you're not aware of what we're about to do, we're about to watch some promos, and I like to call these promos shitty promos of the week. WISO.
This is shit. That's shit. Shitty promo of the week.
It's time for shitty promo of the week. WISO, take it away.
Three-way coming will be a little guy named You Got and a bigger guy, Kid Chaos. But none of them, and I mean none of them, is as big as the world's largest clown. So I'm gonna be 1 and 2. I might even beat them twice, so I have 2 of them. Because I'm Squeaks the Clown, and it's going to be awesome.
Squeaks.
Squeaks the clown.
Wasn't even a clown. He was just a guy with paint on his face.
Yeah, that's all it takes to be a clown, I think.
Hey.
Can we watch it one more time?
Yes.
HWA, Squeaks the Clown. Have you noticed there's a three-way coming? Will be a little guy named You Got and a bigger guy, Kid Chaos. But none of them, and I mean none of them, is as big as the world's largest clown. So I'm gonna be 1 and 2. I might even beat them twice, so I have 2 of them. Because I'm Squeaks the Clown, and it's gonna be awesome.
And it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
I like the RVD backplane.
Squeaks.
I'm Squeaks.
I'm Tim Strange, and it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be average.
What'd you think about that promo, Tim? What'd you think about Squeaks?
I think Squeaks is good. You know, I think he's big things. I think he sent me a few inboxes with a copy and paste message. This is my promo. This is what I do. I think he's G'd up for this 3-way. I'd like to know the outcome of the 3-way to see if Squeaks did deliver on what he promised. Was it awesome or not? I think it's like for me, it's as well as looking at it, it's like you look at his clown makeup, and if he's a big bad clown, he hasn't really done big bad clown face paint. He's done happy face paint for a clown, and I don't want a happy clown. I don't want Squeaks to be happy. I do like his Ghostbusters shirt. I have one similar called Hossbusters that you can buy on Unforgettable Vision.
Ooh.
But other than that, it's like it's pretty bad. Like it's not great. I don't know where the show is. I don't know when it is. I don't know. Like, even if you strip it back and go, let's take away the personality, let's take away that he's not really a good clown, let's take away he looks like shit, and we just strip it back and say, what's the fundamentals of a promo to promote a fight? I don't know where the fight is. I don't know when it is. I don't know who it's for. I have no idea why they're fighting. I just know there's a 3-way that's going to be awesome between Squeaks,
Yeah,
Crazy,
I mean, that's
and
all I
some
need to
little
know.
guy, Little Tofu or whatever he said. Little Tofu.
WISO, what do you
is
think about
crazy.
it?
I think if you're gonna be a clown, you gotta have some kind of personality. And he had the same, what was it, tone or pitch, whatever the fuck it is, the entire time. Like
Yeah.
no up or down. I also think you and him have the same haircut, August. And if you fucking comb your hair up, it looks exactly the same.
Wait a minute. Are you Squeaks the Clown?
Squeaks.
I've never seen me and Squeaks in the same room.
Exactly. Is that why you're wearing the orange overalls? Because you're hiding the tattoos?
Hey, come on now. Let's watch another promo. Take the energy off me. Let's watch another
Is it gonna
promo.
be me?
WISO.
Hold on. We got some comments here. See you fucking up.
Oh shit, my bad.
Kyle got nothing to say.
Oh, Jeff Rees with absolutely fucking nothing to say. 40-ounce club should have picked a different color hat. Thought old buddy had a cock on his head.
It's
Who?
Chicken, but
He's
I'm
talking
assuming
about my
Tim.
My hat's quite good.
What the actual fuck was that? That was a promo? Dude sounds drunk. I mean, he was trying. The only positive I can say where he was trying to go was he was trying to be like Bray Wyatt.
There you go. I've changed my hat for that.
There you go.
Believe me or
Did you find that video by Googling clown 3-way?
Don't
We
Google
so
that
did.
at work. Oh, the clown, not you, the clown.
Oh, that's all right then.
You have a cock on your head. Yeah, so that was a really good promo. Let's watch.
Recreation Center. You're looking at the first ever two-time Make Your Name winner in Jacob Sawyer. And Jacob, talk about our opponents here. Nathan, the sensational Bates, and picture perfect TJ Fury. You guys are lucky I told him to show mercy. Because on May 3rd, no mercy's going to be given. No Lazarus effect for you guys. You will not rise up again. And Butcher Manson, the chaos inside you with what is going on with HTA, is your mind going to be there and ready? GG Jacobs, I know you're a deathmatch extraordinaire, but this right here is an American freight train that'll destroy anything in its path. And then lastly, but not, Sergeant Ledbetter. This is going to be personal for you. Remember back November 16th, when I took you down, what do you think this man here is going to do to you? It is our turn to rise. It is our turn to make our name again. And Sawyer, when we make that name, where are we going? Straight to the top. Tell him what's up.
There goes TJ.
It all comes crashing down May 3rd.
Well,
There goes
he
TJ.
didn't know that. There goes TJ the ladder. He's down. I'm out.
TJ the ladder.
I don't know. I was like, yeah. I mean, I just think it looks more like your two mates fucking about doing a promo. I don't think it's actually saying that. Like, I reckon if you gave that guy a shower, put him in some decent clothes, and then he could probably do a decent promo if you scripted it for him. Because he does
Dude
have
was
like, a
greasy.
bit of like,
Yeah,
he
that
was
guy
greasy as fuck. But like, there's only so many times you tap someone on the belly and just be like, yeah, you would tell him, oh, there goes TJ, knocks the ladder over. You picked him up and he just killed everything by just doing that.
Yeah, I don't think the guy should have said it.
Should just walked off. But it was like that little guy, the greasy guy. He could have done like if he had a suit on and he was actually. I don't know if he's a manager. Nobody really knows what's going on in these promos, but they were greasy boys for sure.
I think they were just like at work and they're like, "Hey, fuck, we need to make this promo for the show tonight. Grab that fucking ladder. I got a great idea."
But that's the other thing. They probably walked off like fucking nailed it. That's the worst thing about these promos. Is like people will walk off going, "Fucking nailed it, boyo. We did it."
He speaks and moves. I was more interested in that race car in the back. Yeah, I mean, so was I. But like, it wasn't bad. But like you said, like if you're gonna cut a promo, like at least go put your fucking gear on or dress simple. Like you're not gonna put your trunks on and stuff like that and cut a promo, but you can at least throw a vest on and your cowboy hat and cut a promo.
I'll take my shirt off and put a vest on.
What like you said, what was that guy's character? He was wearing a t-shirt and blue jeans and a hat, and then his manager hasn't showered in 17 months and he was wearing a go back to that one comment. That was fucking hilarious. It said right there, show that on stage.
Yeah. I'm sure that later on in the last contract, drunk at 23, screaming praise Dale. Don't wrong,
I'd say let's watch.
I like that.
I'd say let's watch. Yeah, that was a very fucking long promo. Let's watch the third promo we got lined up.
Is it me?
Wait, they work at Rent-A-Center or something. I wonder how many times a day the diner slaps old buddy's tummy like a bongo. Ain't that right, TJ?
Hey, TJ.
Drinking my Red Bull. All I can seem to think about is
start this one over.
You know, Corey.
Take a drink. We'll wait.
This Saturday, November the 12th, Pro South Palace. You know, as I sit here on my break at work, drinking my Red Bull, all I can seem to think about is you, Coy. You know, Coy, I'm gonna break you in right. I'm gonna show you what this business is all about. You know, you're coming in with this hot head thinking that you can just jump in the ring with the champion right off the bat and take my title. That's not gonna happen. Coy, listen to me. When we step in that ring Saturday, just know it's gonna be a fight. It's probably gonna be one of the worst fights of your life because Joey Nitro is gonna show you what that square circle is all about. Joey Nitro is gonna take you to the limits. I'm gonna bring out every bit of energy in your body, Coy. I plan to destroy you, Coy. Now this ain't personal, Coy. This ain't personal, but it's business. You know, you come in and right off the bat you want to challenge the champion?
Oh God.
It's not a great idea. You know, you're bigger and stronger, Coy. I know that. I already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna get in that ring and you're gonna try to throw me around and you're gonna try to manhandle me and do all this strong guy stuff. It's not gonna work, Coy. It's not. Joey Nitro is not gonna stop. Saturday, November the 12th, at Pro South Palace, the only way Joey Nitro walks out of that arena without my title is if they take my lifeless body out of that ring, Coy. I'll see you Saturday, bud.
Red Bull.
Kill the can.
Gives you wings.
You got to kill the can.
Does not give
That's a
you
lot.
good promo skills, but it does give you wings, Red Bull.
That was a lot to digest. I hope he didn't clock out for that promo. You can see the whole promo he was watching for his boss coming around the corner. He's like, "Oh fuck, we gotta hurry up and get this done."
What are you doing over
dude.
there? I'm masturbating, sir. I'm not doing any promos.
Joe, you cutting another damn promo?
I'm jerking off. I'm not doing nothing like that. It's nothing embarrassing like cutting weak ass promos.
It's less embarrassing.
I would like to see the South Place Palace where he's wrestling. Like, I would like to see that venue if we can.
I want to see the fucking match. I want to see the match because he said that
he's gonna die. It's gonna be the worst
what's
fight
the part?
of his life.
What's the part? He's like, he's like, this is gonna be a crazy fight. It's gonna be the worst fight ever
of your life. It's gonna be the worst fight ever.
Yeah, I'll go get naked, get in the bathtub, and cut a promo real quick.
Give me a ticket for that worst fight ever, please.
I mean,
that's what I want to see.
And if you're not sponsored by Red Bull, why even mention Red Bull?
Nothing says champion like cutting promos during your break or your shoot job.
Yeah.
With his safety glasses on.
Safety glasses on. I will not need these come Saturday because there will be no safety for you, Coy. When Nitro comes to get you.
I mean, that's one thing though. We know where it's at.
Yeah.
It's this Saturday. I don't know what date it is. It's this Saturday for the title. So we got the opponents. We got the match. Yeah. It was the best promo out of all three promos. It was the best one we watched.
Just delivery wasn't great.
It was vertical. I don't like that it was vertical.
That was like vertical. I think that was like probably that wasn't really where it went wrong, though, was it? I think
no. From WFC, glad you're doing well, Marissa. Taking some banger pictures of me and myself with my shirt off. Yeah. I'll see you soon. It'll be August Artois versus the real one, Enzo Amore, formerly known as Enzo Amore. We like to call him just Enzo now. How you doing? That'll be fun. But anyways, we have any more fucking promos, WISO?
I got a treasure catch. Hold on.
I'm just waiting for one of mine to pop up.
Lariat, 1, 2, 3.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah, that promo I fucking Premier British Wrestling.
Let me see if this works.
Here we talk to
I'm the cowboy.
Farmer. Let's go now to that interview. Folks, there's Jumpin' Jeff Farmer. Jeff, a while back, what a match you had with Motley.
Yep. Probably the hardest match I ever had in my life. But I don't like it when things aren't going my way. Motley Cruz, you turn the tables on me. You turn the tables in a wrong way. You got me mad now. I've stood around. I've listened to everything you had to say. I did everything necessary. But when you turn around and you backstab me one way or another, and you cheat me out of what's rightfully mine, that's when I get angry. Now I'm the one doing the challenging. I'm issuing a challenge to you, Motley Cruz. Get in the ring with me. This time, I'm going full force.
Jumpin' Jeff Farmer. Now let's go to the ring.
I love that one.
I thought that's the one where he started like crying at the end.
It looks like he's about to start crying.
Did you not see Tim Robinson did a sketch based on those promos? Because there's loads of the Jumpin' Jeff Farmers. There's loads of them, and just every one of them is as bad as the other.
Those are some good promos. It was a pleasure. Can't wait to do it again. Fuck yeah, I like pictures of myself. Tim, you want to cut a promo on WISO real quick?
No, I'm all right.
Thank you.
That's a good promo.
Thank you.
You're basically saying that I'm working hard.
Yep.
I'm going full force, WISO. It'll be awesome. It'll be the worst fight ever.
Sitting here.
You're gonna try your strongman stuff on me. Something about Diet Coke. It's refreshing. What's not going to be refreshing is what I do to you, WISO. There you go. That's your promo.
That's a good promo. Where's it going to be at?
Oh, you don't know. It's Florida.
Florida.
Tomorrow.
Epic Universe. Yeah.
You guys are fucking idiots. I think it's time. I think we have time for one more, actually. Yeah, that was fun. All right.
I always like
I'm
the
done.
video of Jeff Hardy when he tries to make the save. And
he starts dancing.
Dances before he makes the save. Like, is it Matt's getting beat up or someone's getting beat up? And he comes up, makes his music hits, and he comes out, he's like, yeah, dances again. He's still getting beat up, Jeff.
Get off my brother! Get up, brother! I'm coming! Hold on 1 second.
First, I'm going to dance my way to the ring to help you.
First.
That happening in a real fight outside a nightclub. Your buddy's getting beat up, you just start dancing over. I'm coming. Don't worry.
Tim, what do you got coming up?
I have MEW on Friday night in Longbenton in this free. I've got Rapid Action on Saturday in Blythe, I think it is. And then I've got next week I've got the No Rope Barbed Wire against Franco Faith for painting the tune red. So that'll be good.
So that's what scares me, because you're a bigger guy, you're a heavier set guy, so you have like a belly and boobies and stuff, and I can imagine like barbed wire, like getting snagged on like your underbelly and then just ripping your whole stomach open.
No, hopefully that doesn't happen.
I just, it's just me. This is just me caring as a friend.
I think it's more if you're muscly and hard, it'll stick in. If you're muscly, it'll just scrape off. It'll be like, if you try to jelly, it's not gonna go, is it?
Try it. If you get me and you set up in a death match, and I'll come fight you.
I'll do it.
You gotta watch getting thrown into the wire. A wrestler hardcore of New York, he got thrown into the barbed wire, completely fell through the wire, landed on the floor, broke his arm.
Yeah, it was hardcore.
Yeah,
that'd be the worst situation that could happen is a broken arm.
I drink milk, so I'm not going to break my bones very easy.
Big Show vibes from Tim. Cool ass dude. Cowboy hat definitely doesn't look like the clown dude's hat. Cock hat.
Squeaky.
Here's probably the most important question of the night. How excited are you to see me in August?
Yeah, I'm happy to see you in August.
Hell yeah. See you in Newcastle next Saturday, Tim, Panda Artois says.
See you there. She won't talk to me, though. She doesn't talk to me. She talks to everybody else.
She ignores you?
Yeah.
Panda.
I'm not really the talking person anyway. I don't go out my way. I'll say hi in passing. Hello. And then walk by. That's it. But, it's okay.
She loves you. She loves you very much.
I love everyone. Everyone's lovely.
I don't do that. I do this.
Good times. That was part of the technical masterclass. Take notes. Get your notepad ready. Watch that match.
I enjoyed that.
I put on Tim Strange's actual cow vest made from a cow, and it was actually like a baby cow wrapped around my whole body.
And the hat too.
And the hat.
I did.
I tried to put your jacket on, and I got it on my
To any
arm.
fan, see Tim Strange's hat sitting on the apron. Don't put it on. He will kill you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Or he'll send Fiona to go and kill you.
Get it.
Where can we find your merch?
unforgettable.com/Tim Strange, I think it is.
Well, don't go straight to your you fucking selfish piece of shit, dude. Just go to Unforgettable Vision, everybody. You can see all the.
Go to Unforgettable Vision and then scroll past 50 other names to get to me, and then buy my
13.
shit. Or you could
13
just
other names.
Tim Strange.
If they know what they're looking for, they know what they're looking for. Timothy.
Mr. I'm going to have AA for my names here right at the top of the old alphabetical order. There's all Tim Strange, not creative.
That's why I did it.
He's right down at the bottom. I'm going to
my co-host fell asleep.
No, I saw somebody commented Casanova Valentine and Dave Reckoning versus Tim Strange and Big Lou Nixon.
I've already fought Casanova Valentine.
Did you? How'd that go?
Beat him. Nails as fuck me. Beat him.
See the one that cried about having no toys?
No, not Cass. No toys.
Who was that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, dude. The one that was America. Like, oh, you come and you carry all these little toys. Where's my toy? You remember? Yeah, shout out to Wayne Dennison, Unforgettable Vision, Wayne Design. Shut the fuck. Wayne Designs. Shout out. Make sure you give him a follow. Give Wayne Designs a follow. Give Unforgettable Vision a follow. Don't send Wayne Dennison anything because he fucking doesn't like people. But Unforgettable Vision, they do like people a bunch. Oh, actually, shout out because Unforgettable Vision has some stores now in America. So simple things like hats, the T-shirts, and some of the shorts and stuff can be made in the States. So actually shipping for the people. So Tim Strange fans in the States, you're going to get your stuff a little bit quicker for simple things. Like I said, hats, T-shirts, simple things like that. And for all my fans in the UK, everything's made in the UK originally. So you'll get your stuff even quicker. But fans in America, you get your stuff within, you can ask Maddie. She vouches for it. She gets it very quick, very good quality, lots of fucking options. We've got bikinis, swim trunks, we've got hats, we've got robes, we've got sandals, we've got shorts, we've got shirts, we've got other shirts, we've got jackets, we've got jacket on, we got jacket offs, we've got cups,
mugs,
books,
mugs.
Oh. Alton Thorne was the guy complaining about the figure. Thanks, Panda. I knew somebody would fucking tell me.
Yeah, he was complaining he didn't have little toys.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. No, I thought you meant like weapons. I thought you meant like toys as in I don't have any weapons here.
I even went like this.
Yeah, but I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, you thought I was talking about something else.
Penis. I thought you were talking about the size of my penis.
WISO, do you have any other questions for Timmy here?
No.
What a fucking piece of shit, dude. What a co-host, everybody.
Usually talk shit when I ask too many questions. So this time I obviously didn't come with a million questions, and now you're talking shit that I'm not asking too many questions. You see? It's like I'm doing a show with my wife. Can't win.
I am. You can ask WISO, you can ask Tim Strange, you can ask Sideshow I went to Thailand with. I am a pain in the ass. WISO, think of a question off the top of your head. Bam, 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 bam. What would you ask a Canadian cowboy that lives in the UK that wrestles for 23 years?
Anybody want to do a death match? Another death match with you? You haven't already?
Can you slow down and tell me that again?
Anybody out there that you want to have another death match with that you haven't already?
Any dream death matches?
I'm trying to think. Obviously, you've got like the people like Nick Gage who's been doing it for many, many years. But I think Nick Gage is like Masada. I like Masada a lot. He's great. Like Matt Tremont. Joey Janela. I would like to wrestle Joey Janela. I think he's great. Then you got the Kogar brothers, Otis and Atticus. Nathan Mowry, he's brilliant. Tank. There's a lot of guys out there I'd like to wrestle in America and stuff like that. That's one of the things about the UK scene. It's very much, you can pretty much wrestle every guy. After a few years, you've already wrestled everyone pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's because there's like a small scene, but a lot of the Americans that are coming over here now as well. Obviously Reed Bentley, but I'm wrestling him in July. Obviously John Wayne Murdoch's another one. I've wrestled Necro Butcher already. He was like the guy I wanted to wrestle. August ARTOIS probably in the death
He's
match.
too much of a pussy to do death matches. What hurts the most? What spot in death matches hurt the most? Had to be that thing on your what you call it, the on your chest where you jumped off.
It didn't really hurt. It just took me. Like it wasn't really. It didn't. There's different sorts of levels of pain, and I think when you got the adrenaline going, you don't really feel it as much, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes you'll have like a gusset stuck in your head, and it'll just go in no bother, and then other times someone will just like bang it in like 2 or 3 times. It's like, fuck me, that hurts. You know what I mean? After 2 or 3, probably there was like, I know me and Lou had a match with, and he had gusset MMA gloves. We had a gusset plate on MMA gloves, and he was hitting me in the head with them. But obviously, the more he hit me, it was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, just hit me 6 or 7 times. After he hit me like 3, 4 times, I was like, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. You know what I mean? If you do another deathmatch in Texas, stays Texas here, Dimitri. Yeah, Dimitri's great. I love Dimitri Alexander as well. So Carboza, I'm not familiar with, but I'd wrestle anybody in there. Wesley Crane, yeah. I mean, I'd wrestle anybody really. If people are paying me, I'll do it. Especially if I gotta go to Texas. We've got a lot of friends in Texas, so it'd be good to get to Texas and wrestle. So wrestle.
Yeah. So we can find you. Sorry, this is strong as fuck. We can find you on Instagram, Facebook. Do you have a YouTube page?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Do you have a TikTok page?
Yeah, but I don't use it. You can
All right.
Instagram or X. Mr. Tim
Do you
Strange,
sell?
That's it.
Do you sell nudes or anything, like feet pics or anything?
I've got an OnlyFans. Yeah, it's Tim
Nice.
Strange, Mr. Tim Strange.
You do? What's your link?
Yeah. Mr. Tim Strange. It saves everything.
Mr. Tim Strange, everybody. Mr. Tim Strange. You can buy his ring worn gear. You can buy his fucking. Can't buy his hat.
Anything.
He might sell it one day, but not.
You can buy anything you want.
Maybe if I throw my gear bag on top of it and crush it.
Yeah, you don't do that. Watch the hats. That's the rule. Watch the hats.
Yeah. So we covered your upcoming shows. We covered your social media.
Yep.
And it's about 2 o'clock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning now over there. But I wanted to thank you for stepping in and stepping up.
Anything for you, you know that.
Yeah, but like, I just want to say it meant a lot because I have to hang out with this fucking guy every day, and I really miss you, and I think about you a bunch.
Just want to hug all the cats. The cats
You know what? With that being said. Cool. I'm done. WISO's done. Fucking Tim Strange has got his hat on. That means he's fucking done. It's been real. It's been raw. Tim Strange, thank you from us all. WISO, especially. That all rhymed. And I'm August Artois. Fuck yeah. Play us out, fucking WISO.